Hello, everyone. It's been so long. I wish I could see you in person, but this will have to do. Today, I want to talk to you about individualism and the idea of individualism in America. It's really, really big in our culture. It's important to be able to be independent and act freely. Um, it's kind of our biggest value as a nation. But also it it works for America because there are so many different people there. So you can think of individualism as um, to prefer to be or be used to acting alone instead of acting together as a group. An example of this would be like after church, everyone's going out to get food, and uh, you're not. You maybe have other things to do. A lot of people in America have other things to do after church than go get food. So, like, eating out together is less common. It doesn't happen every week. Here in Korea, I feel like people always go out to get food after church. It's a thing. It's tradition. It's what we're doing. Everyone's going out collectively, and I love it. But in America, people are just kind of making their own agendas all the time, and that's totally fine. So, as I mentioned, individualism is so important in America because there's so many different kinds of people. On this slide, it said individualism is very important in America because of the diversity of its people. People everywhere have different backgrounds and cultural sensitivities. So, if America is going to host all these different people, all these many nations, then we have to think about needs on an individual level. Think about it like many people have food accommodations, different food needs. People eat different foods. Many restaurants and schools have gluten-free menus. Some people can't eat pork because they're Jewish. Working adults have different cultural beliefs. So, government made laws against treating people different from yourself poorly in the workplace. You can't discriminate based off gender, age, or uh, ethnic background. So I'm sure there's lots of similar laws in Korea, but America's really big on it because you have so many different people from different parts of the world. But how does this impact like things like fashion or beauty in society? Well, let's take a look. And as you can see on the front cover here, you have three women sporting relatively the same, style of clothing, casual wear. Here you have something very different. We have a woman with ripped jeans, and she's got a very expressive shirt. She's making, I think, a lot of statements and not trying to hide at all. This guy's got a lot of tattoos, and then this guy is, wearing some work clothing, professional clothing, and mixing it in with casual clothing as well. And beauty can take on many forms. I mean, all of these guys, I think, could be considered beautiful in the eyes of um, anyone in America. Same with this girl. She's rather slender, and these women as well. So this guy, and look at that beard. I'm a little bit jealous of it. Anyway, that is what individualism can look like in beauty. It's really important to have your own look because there's so many different people in America. To stand out, you have to be even more different as opposed to uh, looking the same or like fitting in. America is more about standing out and setting yourself apart. Um, it's kind of a way of saying, hey, look at me, I'm important. But for some of you who didn't understand any of that because I used way too high level English, um, this is what we can do to keep it simple. If you see someone different, love them. That's what Jesus would do. And how do we love them? How do we love them if they're different, right? Well, listen, ask questions, listen to what they need. They are God's children too. All right. Be blessed. Have a great week, and stay safe out there.